to the next Explain It to Me PDAC. Today we're going to solve systems of equations by substitution. So I'm ready. I hope you're ready. Let's go. So our first problem is, I'll write it down here. We have y equals 7x minus 10 and y equals negative 3. Okay? So the first thing I always suggest my students do is to rewrite the problem with the substitution involved. So negative 3, and that's just to symbolize the substitution, equals 7x minus 10. All right, so we have to solve this. So this is just like solving an equation. All numbers on one side, all variables, all letters on the other side. So we have negative 10. Opposite of that is plus 10. What you do on one side, you have to do to the other. These cancel out. This is 7. Negative 3 plus 10 is 7. We equal 7x because we just brought that down. Then we need to divide to separate these because this is 7 times x. To separate them, you do the opposite. Opposite of multiplication is division. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. These cancel out. 7 divided by 7 is 1. So 1 equals x. So let's substitute into the problems. Make sure you're right. So we know that y equals negative 3 equals 7 times 1, which is our answer for x, minus 10. So we know that 7 times 1 is 7. All right. 7 minus 10 is negative 3. So we know that we're correct. So there we go. Let's do another one. Let's do y equals 2x minus 15. And y equals 5x. Okay, so let's substitute. We got 5x equals 2x minus 15. Right? Right. So now we got to solve. All variables on one side, all numbers on the other side. So we need to move the 2x over here. This is positive. Opposite of positive is negative, aka subtraction. So what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. These cancel out. 5x minus 2x is 3x equals, bring this down, negative 15. Don't forget the negative. We have 3x equals negative 15. We have to substitute, or not substitute, we have to separate the 3 and the x. So this is multiplication. So we have to do division. What you do on one side, you do to the other. So x equals negative 15 divided by 3. So we know that 15 divided by 3 is 5. And then just add the negative onto it. So x equals negative 5. So let's substitute to make sure we are right. So this is our problem, but we know that y is 5x. I'm going to write it over here. You know what? So 5x equals 2. We're saying that x is 5. Oh. All right. So we're going to check our answer. I'm going to erase this for a second. Write that up there. Okay. So let's rewrite this, substituting everything that we know. All right. So we know that y is 5x, right? But we know that x is negative 5. So we have negative 5. So 5 times negative 5. I'm just doing it in parentheses so that we know the negative stays with that. Equals 2 times negative 5 minus 15. Okay? 5 times negative 5. 5 times 5 is 25. And then add the negative because a positive times a negative is a negative. Equals 2 times negative 5, same thing. Positive times a negative is a negative. 2 times 5 is 10, minus 15. We could do plus minus 15. So then let's add these on this side. Negative 10 plus negative 15. A negative plus a negative is a negative. So then we just need to add 10 plus 15 is 25. Negative 25 is negative 25. Got it? All right, let's do one more. All right, we can do 6x plus 7y equals 20. And right now we know that y equals 2x. Okay, so let's rewrite this. So 6x plus 7, and we know that y is 2x. So we're going to do 2x. We're just doing the parentheses to keep this together. And that equals 20. So we have a number beside a parentheses, so we know that's distributive property. So 7 times 2x is 14x, because 7 times 2 is 14. And we have the x. Bring this 6x down, equals 20. Okay? So we're simplifying at this point, and we know that these are the same variables, so we can combine them. So 6 plus 14 is 20x equals 20. We're just bringing it down. Then we need to separate this 20 and this x, so that's 20 times x. So opposite of multiplication, opposite of times is division. So we're going to divide by 20. These cancel out. X equals 20 divided by 20 is 1. So x equals 1, supposedly. Let's check. So we're actually going to jump to this substitution right here because we already substituted this y for 2x right here. So that's where we're going to go. All right, so we have 6. I'm going to write the substitutions. I'm sure you can probably do some mental math because x is only 1, but for example's sake, I'm still going to write it out. Plus, actually, let's jump down here because we know that 7 times 2 is 14. So we have 14. X is 1 equals 20. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 14 times 1 is 14 equals 20. 6 plus 14 is 20. 20 equals 20. So it is correct. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. Thank you for joining us today for solving systems of equations by substitution. Hopefully that helped. If it didn't, make sure you let us know by going in the description box and clicking the link to the resources page. You can let us know what we need to explain more, or if you have a different problem that you want us to explain. So with that being said, thank you for joining us. See you next time. Bye.